welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another video. So it has been quite a bit since I have recorded, and to be honest, I'm gonna tell you straight up. So my channel has grown pretty quickly. I might not be, quickly for you, my numbers might not mean anything to you, but I decided to, start my YouTube channel like 3 months ago. And the process for me thinking about creating it to creating it was from a Thursday to a Friday. So literally I had like no thought. I just decided I want to make a YouTube channel. I made it, and that's, why we're here right now because of that thought process. And honestly, like, it has been 3 months and I just hit 1,200 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, for constantly leaving me such sweet comments, for messaging me on Instagram, for everything that you do, for coming and liking my videos, and just, the support that you guys give me. You guys are honestly so freaking sweet. I have never received any negative comments, so thank you guys so much for all your positivity, for being so sweet. But to be honest, like, that growth that has happened in such a short amount of time was kind of scary for me. Going from making a video, and having slow, have 100 subscribers, and then going from 100 to 1,200, I just feel like I've gotten like so anxious, and I've kind of created this thing in my mind that I need to start making like these beautiful YouTube videos. They have to be perfect, have to sound perfect, have to look perfect, the background has to be perfect. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I need to make sure that everything is like perfect, and I've kind of created this thing in my head, and I feel like it's gotten me anxious to making YouTube videos. So I'm just gonna take a step back. I'm gonna do what I normally do, which is just pick up the camera, record what I'm doing for the day, explain to you guys some assignments or whatever it may be, whatever I'm doing, and just like I have in my previous videos. And yeah, so I promise you I'm back. I'm gonna be making more daily vlogs. That's gonna be the majority of what I'm gonna have on my channel, just my everyday things, because that doesn't stress me out. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be recording what I do normally, and that's how I'm gonna have my channel. So I'm really excited to be recording again. I've missed you guys. I missed YouTube. I missed, connecting with you guys. It's been a while since I've posted, and I know a lot of you guys have noticed. You guys have been sending me comments wondering where I've been, and that's the complete truth. I'm not going to be coming up with any excuses. That's honestly why. So just a little update. I actually started my PED semester this week. So I started my lecture on Monday. I had clinical on Thursday, so I had clinical yesterday. And I actually just got my clinical schedule, my calendar, yesterday. So what I'm going to be doing today is actually just putting that all into my planner, and I'm kind of just going to be planning out my semester. And I think I'm going to do my clinical assignments today, and I'll show you guys what that looks like a little bit later. But yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I actually just got a job this week. I got a job as a swim instructor. I know I have been looking for a PCT job for a while, and some of you guys know that. I've been telling you guys that I want to be a pediatric PCT while in school, but the problem that I have is that hospitals are an hour away, and the hospital that's nearest to me, which is the same hospital, children's hospital that's nearest to me, is the same hospital I'm doing my pediatric clinical rotation at, and they only hire full-time patient care techs, which is why I have not worked there or applied there. So I kind of started looking around at different positions, and I applied to a labor and delivery unit, which they have actually given me a call. So I have started the application hiring process. So we'll see if I get it. Fingers crossed. I pray, and I really, really, really feel like I'm gonna get it. And it actually has been making me consider going into labor and delivery, which is kind of scary because I've always thought that I was gonna be a pediatric nurse. So I'm keeping my, my perspective open, which I said that once I started nursing school, I was going to be open to whatever, to see where my heart desires and where I want to go after nursing school. So, but yeah, I just got way ahead. So I got a job, like I told you guys, not at a hospital, but I got a job as a swim instructor. So I'm gonna be teaching kids how to swim, kids and babies, little 6-month-old babies. So I'm super excited for that. It's only gonna be 12 hours a week, so it's not gonna be an insane amount. It's gonna be like 4 hours on Monday, 4 hours on Tuesdays, and then Saturday mornings till 1. So it's gonna be short and sweet, but I'm just ready to be working, I'm ready to be making some money. I miss working, honestly. Like, I miss working. Like, I just like went during this break that I had between my adult semester and my peds, you know, I had 5 weeks off. Honestly, I was dying to go back to school. Like, when I don't do anything, when I don't have a job or school, I feel like I'm such a waste of space. So I love having things to do. I love being busy. So I'm super excited to be working there. Hopefully I'll get the job at the hospital in labor and delivery. I'll of course let you guys know. And that'll only be 1 day a week because it's a PRN shift. And then of course during the summer, I'll just pick up more shifts if I get hired. I'm just speaking it into existence, you know, I'm speaking it, but I'm gonna get it, you know, so that I will get it. You know, and as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh no, you can't. But I actually created a vision board. If you guys saw my last video, you guys saw that I got new lights. Oh, I should go turn those on, huh? Let me show you guys. Hold on. Okay, so I actually got some lights up on my wall, and I decided instead of putting my vision board stuff on a board, I would just hang them on the lights. So that's what I did. I'll kind of show you guys here. You guys could see right, actually, since the lights are on, you can't even see anything. Let me show you this. Let me show you guys. So this is my little vision board. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is it overall. I just have, of course, my calendar, and then I've kind of put up little things, and I'll show you guys a couple things. Pediatric PCT, future nurse practitioner. This was me when I was fit, 30 pounds lighter. So hope to get back to that. Dream home, dream car, pediatric nurse. Legs that I hope and dream for. Grateful, just things that I want to wake up every single day and see positive things. And just kind of seeing my vision, my future, my goals every single day. That's basically why I made it. So yeah, I can make a video about that too if you guys would like, but I feel like since I haven't recorded in so long, I feel like I have to catch you guys up in everything that's happened. Because honestly, I feel like you guys are my friends. Like, some of you guys have added me on Instagram and we've been talking, and you guys are so great. Some of you guys have asked for advice, or some of you guys have said, you know, you love my videos and stuff like that. And I really, really, really love connecting with you guys. And I actually just made my Instagram public like a month ago or a couple weeks ago, just so that you guys can add me and you guys can connect with me a little bit more. I don't post a lot on Instagram, which I'll leave my Instagram right here for you guys if you guys want to add me. But I don't really share, like, I'm very private, so my Instagram has been private for a while now, and it makes me nervous to like put myself on public. But honestly, you guys are so freaking sweet, and some of you guys have jumped onto my Instagram from my YouTube, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna open it up and let you guys follow me, connect with me. And my goal is to start posting more nursing stuff on my Instagram, so if you guys would like to follow me, go ahead. But yeah, so today what I'm just gonna be doing is kind of preparing for the semester and filling out my planner, doing that assignment. And I'll show you guys, it's a HESI case study. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll explain that a little bit later. But if I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. I drank a lot of coffee, so I'm like, ready to go. But yeah, so if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video if you enjoy it, and make sure you comment down below if you have any questions, any requests, any comments, anything. Just go ahead and leave it down below. I love talking to you guys and responding to you guys. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start filling out all this stuff, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I actually finished filling out my calendar or my planner with everything that I have for clinical and for theory. And then what I also like to do in my planner when I have school, sorry, I have to like put my arm down, this camera's heavy. What I also like to do is kind of put my personal life stuff on here, like my friend's graduation, my boyfriend's birthday, my friend's birthday, just so that I can know, like, I can kind of plan out my entire month based off of everything. Like if I have somebody's birthday, you know, 2 days before I have a paper due, or a day before I have a paper due, I might want to do that paper, you know, in advance, so that I don't have to be leaving early, or I have to be studying or working on a paper, instead of celebrating my time with my my boyfriend or my friend or whatever it may be. So I love to know everything that's going on in my life on my planner. I like to know when I'm working, when just everything in general. So I have a lot on my calendar, but I do that on purpose just so that I can see how much time, what days I should study, and just so I can kind of motivate me to study in advance, knowing that I have, you know, these events or these things that are going to be happening that might get in the way of me studying. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my planner so far. So this is my January. So I started it right here on the 14th because that was the first day of school. So this is basically the rest of my January. I like to cross off my days as well as the days go by, so just so I can know everything that I have. I already finished these 2 case studies, so I went ahead and crossed that off. What I like to do on my planner is things that I have due or assignments that I have to turn in, like an actual paper that I have to turn in. I'll do in red and then I'll highlight it, just so it's like a lot easier for me to know, like, okay, I have something that I have to turn in, I have something that I have to turn in. And those are my more important things. The rest of the things, of course, are important, like I have it graded head to toe, but I just like these ones to stand out because these I physically have to turn something in. So that's what I did there. I also went ahead and put my work schedule. So I'm gonna be working Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. So Mondays is gonna be from 3:45 to 8. Tuesdays is from 3:45 to 8, and then Saturdays from 8:45 to 1, so it's not too bad. So I went ahead and put that on there just so that I can schedule my studying and everything around that as well. Like I said, I like to put my personal things, so like my friend's graduation is next week, so I know I'm not gonna be able to study that day. So if like I had something that I had to turn in Saturday or something like that, or something that I had to turn in on the 25th, I would have definitely have to do that the day before or the day before that, because I actually have clinicals all day on Thursdays. So this is kind of why I like to put everything on here, just so that I can have everything planned out. And then whenever somebody wants to do something or I have something planned in my personal life or in school, I always make sure to add that onto my planner because I like to know everything that's going on. So this is my January. And then of course I have my February. That's it right here. Like I told you guys, the first thing that are gonna stand out are all of my assignments that are due, things that I have to turn in. I also have my exams on here and I just have those highlighted in orange. Of course I always know when my exams are, so those ones I don't need to be as bright because you know what I mean, I always know when I have my exams. And then of course I have those assignments that pop up at me, so those are gonna be the first things that I see. And then I have you know, like this day I need to present. And then I have my orientation, and that's kind of how I put in my schedule. And then as the time gets closer, I can also start planning out my days, and I'll also start planning out, like if I want to do videos on certain days, I can plan it out. Like I can put like I want to record a video on this day, and then you know what I mean, and then I'll plan my studying around that. So that's kind of how I like to do my planner. This is my March already filled in. Of course, my 2 assignments that are due, and then I have spring break, I have a test, a HESI, and then of course my work schedule is always going to be on there. But literally my planner, this is empty to me right now. Like all this that you see is pretty empty just because I literally put so much stuff on my planner. I'm constantly adding everything that I have to do on my planner so that I know everything that's going on in my life. I have it on my planner, and I also have it back there. If you could see that I have that other whiteboard calendar. I like to put my really important stuff on there too, just things that I don't want to forget, just so that I have everything organized and I never miss anything and I know when everything is at. So yeah, so that's me planning out. I actually just finished one of my first clinical assignments. It was a HESI case study. If you guys have never seen those before, I want to show you, but I don't know if it's like copyright or something. If I could show some of it. So if you guys want to know what like some of our clinical assignments look like, let me show you. So I just turned in my oops I just turned in one of my HESI case studies. So basically what a HESI case study is they give you a case. So they'll give you a little bit of background on a patient, and then they'll ask you specific questions related to that background, related to that patient. So for example, let me see if I can show you guys my my case study. So we had 2 case studies due. We usually do case studies before a simulation. I don't know if you guys know what a simulation is, but simulations basically you get put in a room with a patient, quote unquote. It's a fake patient, it's at school, it's not with a real patient, and they basically have a planned out scenario. So basically what they do is they kind of throw you in to a patient room and they have you deal with a patient that's like either declining rapidly or needs immediate attention, just to see if you're able to pick out and kind of put together and critically think what you would need to do in that situation. So it's kind of just to mentally pitch yourself as a nurse, how to think about things, what questions to ask, what things to look for. So the HESI case studies is usually what they have us do before simulation, just to kind of prepare us related to the information that we might see, you know, the information or the topic that we might see in our scenarios. So the two topics that we had to do for our HESI case studies are actually dehydration and asthma. So I can show you, for example, my dehydration one. So let me show you the scenario. So the scenario was, I'll just read it to you guys, I guess. So it says, meet the client, Loc Nguyen. So Loc Nguyen is a 7-month-old Vietnamese American male. He was brought to the emergency department by his mother, reported that he has been lethargic and refuses to eat for the past 12 hours. Upon assessment, the nurse notes that LOC, or Loc, appears small for his age. So that's the scenario, and then they're gonna ask you specific questions about that scenario. Like, for example, here it says, 2 people approach the nurse's station asking about Loc. The male states that he is Loc's father, and the female states that she is Loc's aunt. What is the most appropriate action for the nurse? And then it gives you answer choices. The first answer choice is give the visitor Loc's room number and a copy of the visiting policy. Explain that Loc is getting a lot better, but he will be in the hospital for a few more days. Ask visitors to stay in the waiting area until someone can speak to Loc's mother. State that only one of them can visit at a time because of Loc's condition. So this is kind of putting you into that mindset. What would you do in this scenario if 2 people walk up to you, you're the nurse for a patient, these 2 people that you have never seen before walk up to your nurse's station and ask to see a specific patient. Okay, so what would you do in that scenario? You would not be giving them personal information. So even though they know the patient's name and they claim to be the father and the aunt, you do not know who these people are. So you can't just give out patient information that includes room numbers. So the correct answer to that would be ask the visitors to stay in the waiting area until someone can speak to Loc's mother, who's in the room with him and who's, you know, they've confirmed to be his mother. So, and then it explains also the rationale, which is the nurse must verify the visitors' identities before giving out any information related to the client. So that's kind of what our HESI case studies look like. And that's just one of like 20 questions that they usually ask. And they kind of ask different questions related to that scenario, just in general, to kind of get your mind into what types of questions and what kinds of things that you need to look for while being a nurse at the hospital. So that's on dehydration, and then we also had to do asthma, so I already did those 2. So that's actually our first clinical assignment due. That was due next week. That's due next week, and then I'm actually gonna start studying too. It's already gonna be 5 o'clock, so I'll probably start studying a little bit, not too much today, and then tomorrow is my boyfriend's birthday, little birthday celebration thing, so I'm not going to be sitting then. Sunday I start working, and then after Sunday I'm also going to be studying, so, but that's kind of how I'm preparing for my semester. And yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and close out today's video. I'm happy you guys got to kind of prepare with me for this semester, and you guys kind of got to see how I plan out my semester. I'm gonna make sure to start recording a little bit more often. But yeah, let me know down below if you guys have any requests. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.